Hello, welcome. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna just share this out and we'll get started. Let's see if this works. Hello and welcome. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. And if everything is loud and clear. I think the volume level should be fine. Playing Lyn hard mode today, lads. Hello VHS Crust, welcome. We're going straight vanilla mark here. Audio's good, excellent. How are you doing today, VHS Crust? We're skipping all the dialogue. I don't have time for dialogue today. We are just going in on Lyn mode. Girl from the plains time. I figured... we're just gonna go for it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we gonna lose? New book, The Golden Compass. Oh wow, dude, we just lost the prologue. So this is how Fire Emblem teaches you that enemy phasing everything is the way to play. The Golden What is the Golden Compass about? Is it fiction, non-fiction? I'm not familiar with it. I'm doing well, man. I just had work today. It was kind of a slow day. And I felt like streaming something that would be relatively simple. Clearly not, though, because I died here. I gotta do some arrow wiggling, I guess. Dude, that's a... Dude, talk about garbage map design. We'll just use this grayish one. Sci-fi fantasy. That sounds fun. Let's see, did we get hit this time? Oh, are we gonna lose again? Did I not arrow wiggle properly? Am I really about to reset again because I played aggressively? Oh my god. Dude. Why is Lyn mode so... Dude, when I said Lyn mode hard, I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. I enjoy... I don't read a lot of sci-fi personally, but I think the genre is really interesting. There's a lot of neat stuff in there. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm totally bad. Oh, the forest tile. That's clever. I am just gonna wait. I'm gonna play this as the developers intended. Man, I'm getting absolutely bamboozled here. Yeah, seriously, this... It's really fun to revisit Lyn mode. Having played so much more Fire Emblem, because like when I was first trying the game, like this was my first game. This is the first map I ever played. Like this was hard. All right, Kyrads, I'll put some animations on for you. You know, I'm just gonna do the wait strat here. Let's go, Lyn. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, can we finish this off? No, we can't. I'm gonna wait because the game doesn't want me to ever attack. Dude, Bat of the Beast is here. Come on, get the crit like in the... tutorial. Nope. So as a prologue, like in the tutorial, like it's great for learning like how to move the buttons and stuff, but my god, it's like how unintuitive is it to teach your player to always wait? in the first map they're ever gonna play. Ooh, strength. It's an epic level up. I take so much issue with this map. Like, this would be a good map to teach the player terrain as well. Good morning, Mark. It'd be a great map to teach the player terrain if they're gonna wait. Like, I know the next map does terrain. But yeah, FE7 just teaches the player to turtle. Oh, here we got Kent. His E rank lances. And Insane with his D rank lances and E swords. How would you make Lyn good without changing FE7? I feel like if you're not gonna fundamentally change how FE7 plays, you really can't make Lyn good. Yeah, I mean, FE7 has a lot of issues. Mostly it's because of just like the enemy quality is really the biggest issue. Like most of the maps like aren't laid out super poorly or like inherently bad in terms of ideas. Like there are some gimmicks in FE7 that kind of stink, but not a ton. It's mostly just like the enemy quality that makes it kind of boring, and then the way they designed hard mode, which makes it stinky. Yeah. Lyn should have been a bow lord. That would have been interesting. I think if I wanted to like rebalance FE7 to make Lyn usable longer term, you'd really have to like beef up swords. It's not even so much about Lyn, it's the context that Lyn is in. Like Lyn herself like isn't a bad unit on paper. It's just that FE7 doesn't lend itself well to her being good. Like Guy also isn't very good. There like being sword locked in FE7 is such a bad idea. Being bow locked in FE7 is also a bad idea. This is a game where the enemies are so weak that just having the most movement and access to 1-2 range is what's going to help you win. And lo and behold, that is why calves are so good. Ooh, he takes the terrain. What a jerk. Guy is okay in hard mode, especially. But like, what utility is a sword locked infantry unit giving you? You already have to use Eliwood and Lyn as well in some chapters. I think if you want to make Lyn mode good, you just have to rebalance the enemies. A lot of it. The hit rate though. Let's just chill here. He's gonna go for Sane, I bet. Yeah. 1-2 range Manicotti. Yeah, we'll basically turn Lyn into Leaf. Give her a light brand. You made the Manicotti 1-2 range? That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean the small part, I mean I get like you have to consider like Lyn mode exists as a tutorial for someone who's never played the game before, and I respect it for that, and I thought it was very helpful when I was new at just learning the basics. It doesn't teach you how to be good at Fire Emblem, it just teaches you how to like navigate the controls, which is fine, and I can understand why they went that route, because they were like, Western players are dumb and bad. But regardless, I think there are better ways to make tutorial-ish stuff without being so overt or making, in my opinion, what like isn't a very great experience to revisit. Whoa, more strength on Lyn. Guys, this is insane. If I get making Lyn attack more than once per turn, just make her weapon brave then. I don't know, man. I mean, the Manicotti gives her plenty of utility. There's just like, I mean, look at her stats. Like, she's just not that great, especially without Lyn mode. I think that's the other thing too that like gets lost in discourse about FE7 is how much Lyn mode plays a factor and how much easier Hector hard mode is. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to consider the core audience. It's like most people who are playing this are not us. At least not us in our current state. Yeah, I mean, there are some games I would I still would recommend this game to someone who's playing Fire Emblem for the first time, hands down. I have a lot of problems with it as like a game that brings me joy as an experienced Fire Emblem player, but as a kid or as someone who's never played the game before, I think it's very accessible and enjoyable, and it's like close enough to like that pure essence of FE that I think it gives the player a good sense of what the franchise is about. No, this was not going to be a map making stream. I very much wanted to just play Lyn Mode tonight. I wanted to play something that I could do kind of mindlessly and just chat and hang out. I can't wait to get Sane a sword. FE8's also very accessible. I would say if I wasn't going to recommend FE7, I would probably recommend FE8, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just like nostalgia bias, but I just thought FE7 was a much better... I still think FE7 is an overall better experience than FE8, even if I think FE8 is a better game mechanically. I like FE7's cast a lot more. Awakening, yeah, the thing is Awakening is like, I don't think Awakening is really reflective of Fire Emblem. Like, if I gave someone Awakening, I'd be like, okay, this is not like what Fire Emblem's all about. I think FE7 gives like the right impression of what the series as a whole is about. While Awakening is like, if you want to see what the series has become, look at this. Whoa, 3 strength procs. Yeah, FE9's not a bad one, if they can emulate it. Alright, we're gonna do a little trade strat here. Let's see, Sane, let's go. Let's get Sane in on some combat. He hasn't done much. Yeah, nostalgia bias, dude. It's a thing. But I still remember, like, when FE8 came out, and I was still young then. It's not like there was a huge gap between 7 and 8. I just was like... I wasn't left wanting... I just wasn't left with, like, a strong of an impression. Like, I didn't really, like, have the same affinity for the characters as I do for, the FE7 cast. Clunky and dated. I don't really think it's that clunky and dated, but I also have a high threshold for these things because I love old games. I think modern computers now are pretty good at handling it, honestly. But I agree with the sentiment, though, that FE9 is probably a game that I would enjoy a lot less now as a first experience than I did as a kid. But I definitely, like, I loved FE9. I still love FE9. But, like, FE8 just, like, didn't really do it for me, even though I was still, like, the same age as I was when I played 7 and 9. But I had much stronger impressions. FE6 is good, but by accident, I think. FE6 is good because, yeah, because they didn't know what they were doing, and they just kind of emulated Kaga and made things harder than they wanted to. And that's why it's good. I think that's the same reason why, like, Shadow Dragon is good. Is because they still hadn't really figured out, like, how to do difficulty properly in this new setup. I mean, when you consider that FE9 probably started as an N64 game, it makes sense. But that's also just, like, reflective of, I think, Nintendo during that era. Where they, I think, a lot of the things Nintendo was putting out at that time felt like upscaled N64 games, and there's a reason why the GameCube wasn't very popular. Yeah, dude, pixel art is timeless. GBA ages really well. Did it start on the GameCube? I'm mistaken then. Speed on Sane, I'll take it. Guys, who do you prefer between the two calves? I feel like the meta is sane, but I usually used Kent. I like Sane's palette though. FE6 started on the N64. Use both, yeah, that's fair, Luke. Oh, it's Glass. His swordplay is peerless. I like Sane more. Elliewood is the best Kev. Lowen, yeah. I like Lowen too. Lowen's probably my favorite now. I'm a big Lowen fan. Lowen's like one of the most unappreciated units. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to die. Yeah, I agree with you, Kyreds. The UI feels responsive. It's super clean. Like, you could put out this game in 2021 and I think it would still sell well. It's just like they really just nailed the art style and it's super accessible. And I think that's one of the reasons why like all of these alternative engines to FEGBA hacking haven't really taken off that much because GBA is just so great. Choice Snarf, I think, I don't know, everything that happened between like FE6 and FE11 are all Kaga's notes and different takes on those notes. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's like some carryover. Erg. I don't think Glass is actually I don't think there's enough lore on Glass established to say whether he's from Sakai or not. He doesn't look Sakayan if we're going by like how like Lyn and Wrath and Guy look and Diane and Sue. To be fair, most of the bandits in Sakai don't look Sakayan. And here we go. Using Lowen is not fun. I disagree. Oh, dude, yeah. That's like a topic I'd love to rant about. I mean, I've ranted about this so many times, I feel. Kaga's notes. Dude, they milked Kaga's notes for like 6 games. FE6, FE7, FE8, FE9, FE10. Then they remade 2 games in a row. And then they got Awakening, which was also just like a celebration of everything from Kaga and Kaga's notes. And then they hired a manga writer for Fates. And then they hired Koei for 3 Houses. IS is lost, dude. They're totally lost. IS is so lost without Kaga. I will stand by this. Here we go. The ultimate life form. Will. Hey, it's the Vigalis palette. It wasn't the manga writer's fault. I agree with you, Luke. Of course. I mean, Citrus, you also have to accept that we, as fans of the series, are not really the target audience anymore. Which is kind of counterintuitive. But I'm of the belief that I think it just makes business sense, right? You're always trying to grow because you assume that the people that you're retaining are going to continue buying it anyway. Like people like us who are sitting here playing this game right now, we're going to buy the next Fire Emblem game if we have the means to. They don't have to appeal to us. We're going to want to see it because it's part of like our identity and our experience. Nintendo's goal is to try and Intelligent Systems' goal is like, okay, how do we get more people into this? And so they have to follow different trends. That's one of the things I like about ROM hacking is that we can make it for ourselves. We don't have to, adhere to the whims of what the market wants. If I want to make a GBA ROM hack for people who like GBA, I can just do that. Which I think is cool. Yeah, Citrus, it's super interesting. Like, I would love to hear from newer Fire Emblem fans, like, what they like about it. I feel like a lot of it's, like, the visual novel elements, and not really so much the strategy stuff. Like, for me, I love the team building aspect. I like figuring out, like, which units are good and what they're good at, and applying them to different situations and getting creative. Mario Maker FE Edition. I mean, that's basically ROM hacking. I also think that if they made like a Mario Maker version, there's like too many mechanics in Fire Emblem for fans to disagree about, which isn't the case for Mario because the mechanics are all pretty similar for 2D. It's just which graphics do you want? Can you explain that more, Kyreds, what you mean by your game designer friends have a different take? I feel like Fire Emblem fans are just like, we're kind of tortured. We had to help her several times with the strategy stuff. It's interesting. Lyn can do this. Look at big strength Lyn one-rounding this archer. Expressive portraits, yeah. I mean, that's, to me, that's like, you're making a video game on a AAA budget in 2021. You should have at least that. Yeah, good I mean, I will give Three Houses credit where credit is due. I think its character writing is pretty top-notch for the series. Uh-oh, is Lyn about to die in a blaze of glory because she's gonna double everything? I think this is about to happen, boys. Okay, she just needs to dodge. Dude, Lyn is going ham right now. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Kyreds. Company bad, hack good. I agree. I agree with that. Let's see. Oh, I think she lives. Is she gonna double this Merc? No way! She's insane, dude! More casual fans applying a game designer's perspective. Yeah, I feel like just... Oh, wait. This could be it. Wow. Lyn. Well. Lyn is... Dude, this is a Lyn with +3 strength. She's proc strength every level up. Alright, let's, yeah. She was too buff, dude. This is why you can't rebalance Lyn. Let's see, can you do anything here? Did Lyn get a strength? Lyn had the strength level already. I don't think she's leveled. Has she leveled up? She's still gotten the strength level, I think, from before. This is why we have crappy lords. Hey, Zess, welcome. Lyn was not meant to have such power. Oh, she got another one. Maybe she'll get it back. I do like how Lyn Mode has these tiny one-screen maps, though. I think those are fun. She died with 8 strength. Okay. Saying a Lance then and Kent stay the same. Isn't that basically what this is? That's just hard mode. Okay, let's see. Let's go Sane. Yeah, that's a good take, Emmanuel. I think that could be interesting. I don't think Lyn really needs to be good. I'm not really like missing out on not using Lyn. Sane with the skill level. Can you do something about this? Will! Look at Will clearing the path. The ultimate life form. Kent with the doubles. Alright, we're gonna do this. And then this. And then pull you over here. Dude, I would always lose Florina on this map as a kid because I didn't realize how the weapon triangle worked. Or how bad pegs are at base. but I want to use the Lord. I'm of the dude. I kind of like scrubby lords. I think I like lords as chess king design. I think that that's fun. Unless it's Roy. Whoa, the crit. Let's go, Lyn. One move, lords. Let's buy 2 iron swords, yeah? It feels like a detriment to my army. I don't know, man. I don't think Roy's ever really a detriment. He's just scrubby. Monkey brain go ooga. Derek from Berwick is the Lord. We can dream, Lug. I'm personally hyped for when they decide to give us like a Grandpa Lord. But we're continuing to get anime high schoolers. That's our destiny. Yeah, Vishu, I think I agree with that. I kind of like when the Lord has different utility. I think the Lord should always be good by endgame because you kind of need that crutch. Alright, let's see. Will. Draw your swords. Yeah, get out of here. 150. T-DOS. Very good. Let's see. Can we get that strength level up back? Alright, let's milk a little bit of experience, and then I want to pass this off to Florina. Can Florina snag? Can Florina exact revenge on Meagle? Yes. Everyone needs to be marriable. Dude, you can marry Hanneman, though. I don't like dragging around limp flesh. Oh, dude, it's Dorcas time. Give me a sec here. It's Dorcas time. Dude, what are your takes on Dorcas memes? I personally think they're tasteless. I don't find Dorcas memes very funny. Okay, let's give this to you, and then you're gonna go over here. Will's gonna go over here. I just don't think the Dorcas memes are funny. Okay, let's try this. Funny at first, but let's stay there welcome. To me, it's just no depth, and it's like... I think maybe I'm too sensitive, but... Think about Dorcas, man. The guy literally becomes a bandit to get money for his wife's leg. And people meme on him about eating poisoned mutton because of a bad commercial. That's not fair to Dorcas. I like them, says Kyra. I mean, look, I'm not saying you're a bad person if you make Dorcas memes. Here he is. You tell me, are you Dorcas? The commercial is so bad, it's bad. I love Dorcas as a character. I mean, look at him. 30 hit points. Thracia 776 on his offensive spread. The man's a legend. Dorcas was one of my favorite characters when I first played the game. I was like, Axe, bro. This is sick. Dude, I wish we got the scripted crit. You know, it's funny because Dorcas is traditionally a woman's name. I've met women named Dorcas. Same spelling. Never a man named Dorcas. I'm pretty sure it's like some biblical name. Maybe from the Torah. Not totally sure. Alright, let's see here. I actually really like this chapter. Where did Onderdunk come from? It's a street name in a neighborhood I used to live in. And there's a bar there that makes pretty good hamburgers, and I used to get pizza on the same street. Onderdunk. Not Bible. Yeah, FE7 Dorcas is really who established the name for men. Did they serve? They actually didn't serve curry. The curry thing was just like, I don't know where the curry thing came from. I just thought it'd be funny that he would just really like curry. Just like this guy who looks like a generic boss who loves curry and fights people about it. Let's do chiseled jaw. All right. All right. Dorcas is gonna charge on in. Heal up. Let's see. Will contributing. Dude, isn't it crazy when you hear people talk about Fire Emblem offline? It blows my mind whenever I hear anyone mention it. I just assume no Fire Emblem fans exist outside the internet. I've gotten like one of my friends to play FE. Oh wait, why did I go? Oh wait, that guy has a sword, that's why. Yeah, Fire Emblem, I think Fire Emblem series I've always very much just like enjoyed on my own, independent of my real life friends. Because I mean, growing up, like if I was doing couch co-op, it was always Melee, Mario Party, Mario Tennis. Not a lot of Smash. Or not a lot of Fire Emblem. Sad she isn't gay. Kyreds, are you your friend? It's okay if you... It's okay, Kyreds, if it's you. I have one of my old work friends I used to play Fire Emblem with. I helped him beat Battle Before Dawn when it was his first time playing the game. He was using Hawkeye like a pro. But, alright, we're gonna do this. Let's see how this goes. Dorcas is going in right now. But, he was, because he knew I was making a ROM hack at the time. And he was always just like, dude, it's so cool that like you know so much about this one game. I'm like, I guess cool is one way to put it. I don't know if I'd call it cool, but thank you. He's like, Dan's the Fire Emblem guy. He knows everything about it. I'm like, that's... I guess if I'm gonna have that be what I'm known for. Oh, Luke, I really like the Mario Tennis and Mario Golf games for Game Boy Color. Those games are sick. I might actually... If I was to make a top 10 list of my all-time favorite games, both of them might make it in there. Maybe. Dude, talking about hacks, dude, makes you want to hack. Dude, playing Lyn Mode makes me want to make something better. Yeah, VHS Crust, it felt very old school to like be handed an emulator and just play, and just like help my friend beat a chapter in person. Like we were sitting together and I was like walking him through how I would do it. And kind of coaching him through the map. And he was just like so impressed with like how well I knew the game. Not really the hack ROMing. 800 video games and rank them all, that's intense. I wish I had that kind of time like I did in high school. And they could have made more Golden Sun. I never played Golden Sun. I missed out on that. I feel like I would have enjoyed it as a kid. So my friend, when he was playing FE7, he used, who was he using? He was using Harkin and Hawkeye. He was using Lowen. I want to say one of the red and green calves. I'm trying to think of who else he was using. There weren't like too many surprises, honestly. His Hector was like maxed. Whoa. There we go, Sane, getting that D rank. Let's see. Alright. Let's see here. This is epic setup. Look at Will, the pro gamer. Will Fire Emblem 7, an esports legend. Look at saying doubling. I'm glad that Seven Siblings has inspired you to hack. I think Seven Siblings is criminally underrated. I think it's in part because, let's see, can Lyn and Dorcas take care of Carhiga? Yeah, we can do this. Whoa, Lyn. Yeah, this is a good palette. FE7 has some great palettes. I've never actually... This is the fastest I've ever beaten Carhiga. I'm impressed with myself. I mean, Lonely Fisherman, I've died like twice already, so... I've actually died thrice. I mean, I guess your anti-turtle wizard is killing Carhiga. But as a tutorial map, I think this does a nice job of teaching you what defense maps are about. It's not my favorite kind of anti-turtle, but I wish there was more to it. But like, considering like the map probably intends you to play by just like holding out the walls, I think having the boss out here is like a decent challenge for a new player. Let's heal up. The Brigand and Archer, dude. I actually thought they stopped attacking once you beat Carhiga. Oh, I should have attacked this guy so I could have gotten 2 kills. Whatever. Let's get you out of here. Will being extra epic. Does Marquis Joe do Fire Emblem stuff anymore? I thought he was just doing SRPG Studio now. Yeah, this game basically teaches you how to turtle, but it makes sense. They want players to be able to beat the game. Ooh, Dorcas. There's a reason like FE12 isn't... One, there's a reason FE12 didn't sell well, but two, there's a reason that FE12 isn't like the go-to for beginners. Yeah, I think T-Does, that's a really good, concise definition. Turtling is any strategy that removes risk at the cost of rewards. If you're in a position where you are playing slow to eliminate the challenge, you're turtling. Yeah, VHS, I mean, look, playing slow for a turn, that's one thing. It's another thing to, like, play slowly every turn, enemy phase, every enemy, like, basically take no risks at the expense of any kind of reasonable speed. That's how I feel about it. Oh, is this my cursor? It's my cursor. My co-host. MGBA makes it this weird little, like, blippy thing. Are we gonna do... I think I'm gonna do something really bold this next turn. Are you ready for airdrop Dorcas? It's my watermark. Co-host. Sky Dorcas. So this map, does anyone... I feel like I talk about this a lot, but does anyone remember Fire Emblem by Web? Which was a very cool website where you can play PvP Fire Emblem prior to the release of Fire Emblem Tactics Online, which is FE Planet's PvP browser-based Fire Emblem game. And the only map that they had was Beyond the Borders, which I just thought was really funny. It was Beyond the Borders and Kinship's Bond. Those are the two maps you can play in Fire Emblem by Web. New Dorcas just dropped. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you have to take a one turn defensively, that's just, like, good ebb and flow of the game. If you're moving slowly every turn and, like, not getting any of the rewards, then you're turtling. That's why you, like, need a reason to not do that, because the strategy is so safe. Like, none of these maps in early Lyn Mode offer any real anti-turtle. You basically just need to be like me and play it more than one, and just play it so many times. Let's go. The crit, dude. Dude, Fire Emblem Tactics Online is still alive. Apparently they're working on a revamp of it very slowly, but you can play it. I've actually thought about doing like a tournament because it's super fun. You can make your own units and give them stats and stuff, and then you can challenge your friends. I used to actually play with one of my friends a lot. We'd like sit at our my computer, and like pass the laptop back and forth to each other when we were in high school. It was super fun. Very wholesome. I physically cannot turtle anymore thanks to hacks. Yeah. I remember watching Snake Mom Melissa play Dream of 5. She said Dream of 5 taught her how not to turtle. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. On one hand, though, I feel like Dream of 5 also like kind of forces you to play slowly, but there's like some like big hurry up maps too with the hard timers. So I think it was really one of the first hacks to really do that. I think I will make a video about why Dream of 5 is dope. Is that what gets posted in Dev Lounge every once in a while? What do you mean, Auto Nima? Oh, the Fido tournament? If someone wants to link Fire Emblem Tactics Online in chat for VHS Crust, that'd be appreciated. It is super epic, in my opinion. I actually submitted maps for it. My maps are still there. We could play on my maps. Oh, the revamp of Fido? I don't know if it gets posted in Dev Lounge. FEPVP, you mean war group? Post Fido, I'm interested. Okay, give me a sec here. Fire Emblem Tactics Online. Let me just pull this up. They have a Discord server. Yeah. Their website's not super... It's an old school website, but if you log in to the forum, then you can go and set up and make accounts and stuff. I think there would be some mechanism for us to create some type of environment where, you know, making fair rules and things like that, so that you can't just like make like a stupid busted character. Wand of Ganelon. This is a random wizard certified reaction image. Bad level up for Lyn. Still searching for 8 strength. Nicely done, Mark. An armor est. 4 Kings did that. Right? Isn't there like an armor est in 4 Kings? Oh, this is the cool pro LTCer map. Check out these strats. We got our boy Matthew, one of my favorites. Look at these plays, dude. The tutorial didn't teach me this. Boom, no luck. I'm just feeling it. Look at Eric getting the big level up. The armor is super bad, I think. Honestly, like, if I think that's another topic that might be cool for a video, talking about S design. I do think, because think about armor knights they're usually really good in the early game and then suck in the late game. Yeah, a flyer. Like, the most popular rest are all magic users, and that's because they can safely chip while they're super squishy. Like, a weak armor knight isn't going to be good at what its job is. Like, you need an armor knight to be physically tough, and an est, by that point, like, it's going to be either absurdly broken on the defensive side, or it just won't make any sense. Like Wendy, I think, is a good example of, like, an armor knight who joins too late. Oh wait, I have to trade this over, don't I? Okay. Trade strats. This is definitely like a fun map to like practice your trade strats and rescue strats. Check out this epic movement to get Urk into position to deal with the boss. Boars joins too late to be good. Boars would be better in, like, most other games. I think it was Mecha who said that Kevin is like Boars if Boars was in a game where Boars was good. Which I think is a pretty good take. Right? Because, like, if Boars didn't have to deal with FE6 enemies, he'd be way better. And Kevin basically doesn't have to deal with FE6 enemies, so he's actually pretty usable. If I had just walked him, it would have been faster, maybe. I think about it, like, the enemy quality in FE6 and Borz's stats make him kind of crappy. If I can make every unit in my hack save a select few bad, like FE6 could be fun. Yeah, I mean, I think every unit should be viable in some way. Some are going to be more viable than others, but have I played Project Ember yet? No, I haven't actually. Personally, I'm not super interested in rebalances, but maybe someday I'll give it a try, but it's just not really my thing. Hello, Bloopy. Yeah, I would consider giving Project Ember a try, but I've heard that there are some things about it that don't really jive with me. But I know a lot of people really like it. Look at Bool. Armor Slayer time. Let's get Dorcas here. Bool! The Lyn Mode enemies are great. They're all so forgettable and generic. Look at that palette, though. Yeah, I've heard it has, like, crit snipers with 3 range. I don't like that it does 2-3 range universal. I don't know. I'm also just anti-rebalance in general. FE6 is great. Alright, farewell. I want to bring Matthew. But I also want to bring all these other dudes. Whatever, we're not using Wrath. How could you forget Glass? Actually... Give me a sec, loads. Alright, let's see if I can... I'd play an FE7 or FE8 rebalance. I think it depends on what they do. I just don't think you need to rebalance them. I just think the games are good as is. That's just how I feel about it. It's like, what's wrong with the game? To me, FE6 is like pretty much as good as you're gonna get as far as like gameplay balance in FE. Lucius, the lad. 1 AM potato salad. Oh, we get Nils too. Yeah, Project Ember is more like a reimagining of FE6. I've heard someone describe it. I forget if it was Crash who said this or someone else. But that it's FE6 for people who don't like FE6, and I can respect that. I love FE6, so I don't think it needs to be changed. Yeah, like, I think it'd be interesting to take, like, the premise of FE7 and just, like, make all the maps different. Because a lot of rebalances, I think one of the reasons I dislike rebalances is that so many of them are lazy. And it's just like, let's just make the bad units good and increase the hit rates on things. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not for... It's definitely not for boomers, Bloopy. I think that's fair. Fair statement. I think the biggest thing to me that's just changed in the Fire Emblem, at least like in like, I think the hacking circles, is just like this preference for like extreme player phase orientation, hence the Souls of the Forest inspired hack meme. And while I think player phase Fire Emblem is super fun, I think there's also like a contingent of people who are super into like the extreme difficulty of FE12, which I'm not that keen about. I just want games where it's not optimal to wait every single time. Every single move, right? Like, I don't want to play Chapter 1 of Lyn Mode and have to wait. Dude, there's gonna be Souls of the Forest inspired hacks finished before Souls of the Forest is finished. Yeah, Green, I agree. I like both phases. I think, to me, I think like 60-40 player to enemy phase is probably where I feel most comfortable. I think 70-30 is probably pushing it. Morris, you're taking it too personally, man. Yeah, 7 Siblings, I think, does a nice job of balancing it out. It's like, you have to use both phases. Some turns are going to be like, you know, you pull, and other turns you push. And that what makes good Fire Emblem. You shouldn't be like, attack every single turn, but it shouldn't always be... The majority of your player phase shouldn't be just spent waiting or moving around. Part of that's the map design, part of that's the enemy design. Speaking of that, I gotta... What am I doing over here with Florina? See, but I think Souls of the Forest is way better than FE12. I don't really care for FE12 that much. I think it's mostly because I dislike the prologue, that I never want to play through it. See you later, Random Wizard. Oh, I didn't buy you a javelin. That's unfortunate. Yeah, dude, the FE12 prologue really bites. It might be the worst arc in Fire Emblem. I think the other thing that makes me dislike FE12 is that FE3 is so good. And I think it's genuinely a good game narratively. And I think, obviously, we don't have to go into why Chris is bad, but Chris bad. Dude, Sagita's great. That was the advice Ryza gave to me during when I played Souls of the Forest. He's like, dude, use Sagita. And I was like, oh, but I have Barrel. Little did I know how foolish I was to not use the good archer. Dude, the Western Isles might be... Okay, if we're talking about like arcs in Fire Emblem, I think top 3, Manster, Western Isles, Celica Act 2. Those would be my top 3 arcs in Fire Emblem. The maps are bad. I agree. Chris is more... The problem narratively in FE12 is beyond the prologue. That I agree with. I misspoke. I apologize. Dude, I love Celica Act 2. I think it's super fun. It's just so different than everything else. Manster has 4X though. Dude, 4X is a thrill. You have Dawson. Who cares? Oh, I'm not talking strictly about plot in the arcs. I'm talking about just like gameplay. Narrative as well, but just like the gameplay arc I think is really good. The first arc of Awakening, yeah, I agree with you, Otto. I enjoy replaying Awakening. I will replay Awakening's early game once in a while. I'll play usually until Lucina shows up. Celica Act 2 is the first act of Celica mode, so it's the boat maps and where you get Valbo and all this stuff. I don't know if you're talking to me, Bloopy, but I'm not always right. Everything before the desert. I just like playing Celica Act 2. I just think it's a fun arc to play. Hey, N426, welcome. Oh, saying Thracia Fog is best. Okay. I don't agree with that. I think Thracia Fog is interesting. I wouldn't put it on every map. It just needs to be considered. respond, I'm literally always correct. Nah, dude. I implore you to challenge my opinions. It's just a pure water. It's fine. I'm playing Lyn Mode super fast and loose. I actually have to go after this, unfortunately. I have to make a phone call earlier than I thought. Yeah, I'll go get the village. You're just chilling here anyway. So how do you know? So how much do you know about magic, huh? They're special. Who's tough against magic? Yeah. Floopy, that's fair. I don't think everything I said in that video is great. I don't think it's the best video I've ever done. I think writing is such a nuanced topic, it's hard to condense such a big thing. And that's why I just focused on like not going overboard with certain themes. I think if I was to do another video on writing, I would talk more about just like general process and like the more tactical elements of writing. At least how I do it. But I also recognize that like I'm super biased a certain way and like I know what I want in Fire Emblem. Yeah, my main goal with that video, Bloopy, is like don't like put stupid shit on screen. Stop putting memes in your hacks if you want people to take it seriously. That's kind of my viewpoint. No, that is my viewpoint, not even kind of. This edgelord dude. Is this the edgiest death quote in FE7? It's certainly up there. You were only striking at air, he said as he faded away. Yeah, I'm not trying to call... Ooh, there we go, strength. The formula to be completely changed, so that whole advice of staying within the norm I didn't vibe with. I think it depends. It just depends on like what you do, right? Like there's multiple aspects to consider. When I'm saying like stay within the norm, I'm like, the player will expect something out of Fire Emblem, and I think if you want people to take your game seriously, it should probably stay somewhere in the realm of believability that like maybe this could be official. Could you like completely subvert that? Yes, but I also think that it's very challenging to do so as a hobbyist. And also just like, what is it? It's Picasso who says like you have to know the rules so you can break them. I think we, as hack designers, still don't know the rules, and so we kind of need to play by them a little bit more. I think you can definitely do some funky stuff, but I think like the writing piece, I think I would encourage people being experimental, but I think my main concern is like the appropriateness of the content that they put in a game like Fire Emblem. Yeah, that's kind of my view. It's really is this appropriate in the context of a Fire Emblem game based on what my audience will likely think? Can I totally subvert that and do something crazy and different? Yeah, like the fighting in a dream chapter is like an example of that. I think you could do interesting and trippy and like more surrealist stuff in Fire Emblem. I think there's definitely a lot of room for something like that. But if you're just trying to like make a game for people to play, like you should probably stick somewhere in like the norm if you want people to take it seriously. Yeah, how people talk in world is also important. It depends on like how you establish it. I think having good art really helps and putting in the effort to doing like palettes and things like that. Like if you're staying in an FEGBA style, people are naturally going to think of FEGBA narratively. Did Fates do fighting in a dream? I don't remember this. Is Vision Quest just Fates too? Maybe. Alright. I'm gonna have to go soon. I actually really like this chapter too, which I'm bummed about. Yeah, you have to like go into it with like a very specific idea in mind, and your execution needs to be so crisp if you're going to break the formula. That's how I feel about it, at least. I think it's very hard to do and why I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're just like, hey, this hacking thing looks fun, what should I do? Then like, that's the advice I would give. Yeah, it's the context. And that was the point I made with The Heroes We Deserve, where it works in that game because of the context that it sets up. And just like, Chair put in so much effort into making the aesthetic work with the style he was going for and just establishing the right tone from the outset. Like, he never tries to be serious. And I think that's the thing with humor. It's like, if you're going to pass off your hack as like, okay, this is like Fire Emblem 7 Part 2, but then it has like the lol random memes, that doesn't make any sense. You have to put in so much effort and like really commit to something if you want to expand outside of the norm. But if you want to make something that's like the more standard FE experience, you probably want to stay within those confines a little bit and find creative ways to expand or subvert them without like going like full on gore or memes. Yeah, most people don't do that. Yeah, you're right, Blue. Some degree of modern speech. Yeah, of course. Choice snarf. I think it just depends on what and how you do it. So much of it is it's really almost all about context and how you handle that context. Cruder take on a Alib. I think, yeah, the first time I played it, I liked it. I still like the writing in 7X on the whole. I think some of the crudeness is a little over the top personally, but I also know I'm very sensitive to that kind of stuff. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate that. I look forward to seeing your hack. It's a fun hobby. I think it's rewarding. But anyway, guys, this was super fun. I don't think I'm going to play any longer today. I've been live for like an hour. It never felt too out there. There were some parts of FE7X that were a little out there, but I liked how expansive it was on the lore, and I generally liked the character interactions. I think FE7X is really polished and well made. I would that would be a good game to stream, I think, because I've played it so many times. I've probably played through FE7X like 5 or 6 times. At least through the Uther story. I've only played the Tristan and Elise stuff, like maybe twice. But the Uther stuff I've played quite a number of times. I think FE7X definitely helped inspire Vision Quest in terms of like having bigger HP values. But thanks everyone for stopping by and listening to me ramble and chatting and listening to some jazz, playing some Lyn Mode. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. I might try and do this every once in a while, like on a weeknight when I don't feel like thinking very hard. Just playing something kind of casually like this. Maybe I'll use this save and go into Elliowood normal mode and just continue on. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Take it easy, guys, and be safe out there.